What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing, Sunday the 31st of December 2023. First of all, sorry about my stuffy head. Somewhere along the line this week I picked up a cold bug, chest cold, head cold, flu, the other thing, I don't know. But my immune system's currently in the process of taking care of it. As always, the first link below will take you over to the Patreon post. This is going to be an abbreviated report because I didn't have too much news, but I do have some vital information. We're heading into 2024. I hope everybody has a good new year, by the way. But I don't know if there's anything good about it when you consider the position we're in heading into 24. Can I play a short clip before we get started from Terrence McKenna? He had one thing right. His timeline might have been wrong. Just listen to what he says here, because you can't deny the compression and the condensing of everything happening right now. Let's just take a listen to this.
Hemlines are rising and falling in a rhythm based on the rise and fall of empires millennia ago. And these things are as causally linked as the orbit of the Earth is linked to the sun, you see. Because we are being drawn toward the attractor through shorter and shorter epochs. And not only must the entire last 4,000 years of history be compressed into this 67-year period from 1945 to 2012, but there is a 384-day period preceding December 22nd, 2012, when the last 67 years and the last 4,300 years have to be compressed into that. Then there's a final 6-day period when all of...
Now just forget about the year 2012 and listen to what he's saying and apply it to today's world. You can't deny, we're headed into some dark times in 2024, people. I think it's going to be things like we've never seen before. All those crazy things we talked about back during NLE 09. Let's jump into it. First link below takes you to the Patreon post. A new, highly mutated COVID variant could cause one of the largest U.S. waves yet, experts say, when each state can see variant peak. Look at this. Check this out. Doctors fear new COVID strain could trigger heart failure pandemic. Heart failure pandemic across the globe. Now, I went looking for research on this. It's on MSN.com, which is mainstream media. I come back with this. Nebraska Medicine, University of Nebraska Medicine. Post-COVID heart failure pandemic. Possible. Think about that for a minute. Post-COVID heart failure pandemic is possible, says Japan researchers. In my neck of the woods, Metro East hockey player saved peer on ice during heart attack. Wrestling star dead suddenly at 26. Everyone's baffled. Nobody knows what happened. And Fox News mourns passing of 2 employees over Christmas holiday period. Now, I'm going to spare you all the election news this week. The hell Donald Trump is taken off the ballot in Maine or whatever. Distraction. I'm here to cover the New World Order. Plus, I'm really drowsy and, I just want to get back. I can't not make a report this week. I considered not making one. I had to give you these links that are coming up here. Let's cover the financial stuff. How made U.S. stock exchanges fared on Friday. It looks like the Dow Jones was up 303 points for the week. Closed at 37,689. Here we come, 38,000 Dow. Wow. Biden rips media for economy coverage. Stop reporting it. Start reporting it the right way. You're not doing it right. What is this, Mr. Mom? You're doing it wrong. Seriously? It's Bidenomics. Get it right, media. How dare you? Grocery prices set to shift again in 2024. Have you had trouble feeding your family this year? Wait till next year. Put a link to that. Chicago mayor says increase in most violent crime reparations money will help. Seriously. Will help buy the criminals more guns and drugs, no doubt. Pfizer CEO, listen to this. Listen to his words carefully.
First of all, you never know, because you may think that you will be successful in one direction and you can fail there and be successful in another. But where we put all our efforts, because again, based on the discussion we have for strategy, we think we have the capabilities to make a difference, and there is a huge need from the world.
Oh, there's a huge need already.
To see a difference is cancer.
And I got one at the bottom. Be advised, T-Mobile customers quietly updated their terms of service to include fines for content they don't agree with. Your text messages Or not privates. Of course, Edward Snowden told us all this, but we all seem to have forgotten. If you use T-Mobile, be advised of that. Over to New World Order and police state news. This is where I stop and ask you to please share this video. There's vital information here. Man, I believe we are heading into some dark times, unlike anything we've ever seen. CBS News correspondent predicts a black swan event in 2024, a national security crisis with unpredictable high impact. You mean something like Jericho or Operation Blackjack, something along those lines? Yeah, I still fully believe that we could wake up any day and see that scenario playing out. In 2024, with all the election crap, and I mean, there's so much. Are they ready to light that match? How 2023 has been year of the brink, and 2024 could be worse. Reports of cryptic notes pouring in from around PA. Look, riots, terrorism, JFK warned of SS, Lord of the... This is what's... There's cryptic notes going on. This guy found one in his sealed cereal box. How the hell does that happen? People trying to send a message? Mass migrant caravan in immigration news headed U.S. Unlike... It's going to be the largest over a year. I'm so sorry, my words are slurring. I'm just tired. My balloon up to 15K people, activist warns. Yeah, take a look at that. Would it surprise anyone if we had a ginormous false flag and it was blamed on whoever they want to blame it on in the world? Because the southern border's been wide open forever. Look at that. And I got one at the bottom. Welsh Government using 14-year-old girls to attract migrant men to the country. I'm not going to play this video because I'm not exploiting them here, but I'll put a link to it. That video will honestly make you sick to your stomach, man. There's some sick shit going on in the world. Lindsey Graham over to World War III news. Listen to what Lindsey Graham is still talking about.
I've been saying for 6 months now, hit Iran. They have oil fields out in the open. They have the Revolutionary Guard headquarters you can see from space. Blow it off the map.
Blow Iran off the map. Iran just so happened to be one of the countries named in Operation Blackjack, and I believe in Jericho as well. Iranian and North Korean governments. Yep. Wow. Top Iranian commanders killed in Damascus airport strike. I'm sure they can't be happy about that. December 30. Putin facing real problem as he promises China he will fight a 5-year war. 5 more years of war. Biden warns U.S. military may get pulled into direct conflict with Russia. We are teetering on the brink of World War III, complete nuclear annihilation. No, it's not fear-mongering anymore. We're beyond that. Cyber expert reveals how Chinese hackers could cripple America and leave the world behind into a real scenario. You don't say. And I got one at the bottom. Miscellaneous U.S. military space plane blasts off on secretive mission expected to take years. What? Over to Earth changes in 2012 news. I got a 6.3 earthquake on the 30th, a 6.5 on the 28th, a 6.3 on the 26th. I got a set of 6 points and above for the past week. I'll put a link to the earthquake data. Let's drop down to 5s. There's always a lot of 5s going on around the world. Be advised. Electricity shortages loom for North America in 2024. So how do you want your doom this week, huh? You want the new variant that might cause everyone to have a heart attack? You want electricity shortage and power out and maybe an EMP? You want World War III? People, we are in some dark-ass times. It's everywhere. GM, speaking of electric, pauses sales of Chevy Blazer EV over software. You mean I can't drive my new electric car until I update to Windows 11? What an idiotic thing to put that much control over a vehicle on a computer. I have no problem with things like cruise control and things like this. Maybe some driver assist. People don't know how to parallel park their own freaking car, backs it up and parks itself. But it should no way be in charge of whether or not you can actually operate the vehicle. Anyway, just my small rant on that. Experts warn World Economic Forum's net zero goals will kill 4+ billion people. Blacklisted news. Now look at this. Check this out. Toxic trans fat produce coating being labeled. I don't know. I haven't verified this myself. Doesn't surprise me at all. And I got one at the bottom. Check it out. Just a time lapse. You know, and a pretty picture of how the sky changes after, sprayed and whatnot. Just, surely you've seen this happen before. And when I was a kid, I remember watching planes in the sky when the contrail just disappears shortly after the plane. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Now, if that's not enough on our plate, I do have some good, strange, and bizarre news stories this week. Apparently, a Tesla robot attacks engineer at company's Tesla factory during violent malfunction, leaving trail of blood. Wow, you humans, we destroyed you all. How Christmas was celebrated in Oakland tonight. Merry Christmas, man, yeah! Yeah! Burn this shit down, Boogie. Merry Christmas, yo! But link to that, NYC man allegedly stabbed teen girls and yelled, I want to kill all the white people. This woman here busted for beating man with Xmas tree. I had to throw that in. I said, somebody, was it Deadwood? Somebody put that in my chat room earlier in the week. I just thank you for that. That made me laugh. Transgender WWE star reveals the moment she broke down in tears when the store clerk made gender. For mail online. Back in the day, maybe you need some feminine products. They're being offered in the men's room these days. I'll put a link to that. For all the news, please check my favorite videos. Wild Police Chase Semi. That's a crazy one. Florida elected officials quit across the state when they're ordered to disclose all of their financial stuff. Delta worker goes off. That's coming up in my shoutouts. Black Swan event. Demcats covering it. Thank you to everybody still putting out content. Oh, yeah. Kevin Spacey with Tucker. Good interview. Anyway, check out my favorites. Lots of stuff going on in there. I got a couple shout-outs I gotta play this video for. This was so perfectly handled by this Delta employee. Listen
and what about when a Delta employee misgenders you intentionally?
You're hurting my vagina.
You just misgendered me again.
Okay.
Huh?
Multiple times.
Gotcha.
Both of you have.
Sorry?
Wasn't intentional, but if you want to take it,
I don't think it was either.
That's also.
Well, she did do it intentionally twice.
You're talking to me too.
Watch
You
this.
said she
Watch
and then
this.
you said he.
Genius.
You're being condescending, and if you want to continue, I have full authority to escort you out the building right this moment. If you want to play that game.
Yeah. You want to play that game
Would
with
you
me?
like to?
I will throw your ass out of this airport. Don't fuck with me. Awesome. And shout out to the Soulard church bell. You guys remember I reported this a couple months back? Somebody stole this bell. I guess the criminals figured that they weren't be able to give it to a schmelter or some, scrapyard. Hey, how much I can get for this bell? I don't know, but it's been recovered.
For the first time in 2 months. Last month, First Alert 4 told you about thieves stealing a bell from the historic South City.
Bunch of pirates in St. Louis. That's all I got, guys. If you'd like to report, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you think it sucked, it's the worst. You never want to see again. Please rate, though. It helps move around. You can also follow me on all my links below. Facebook, Twitter, Gab. All that stuff. You can support me on Patreon or directly with DonorBox. I appreciate all the support and love I get. I definitely appreciate it. Or follow me over there for free. Just another place to follow me. Please tell me your thoughts on what you think is coming in 2024. I believe it's going to be darkness beyond things we haven't seen. This election, does it appear that the election is going to happen to you? I know we talk about this every presidential election, but man, we're so prime. We are so standing on the edge of the abyss of some mass event that will bring in the new world order the way they really want to have it. Forced this and that. No Second Amendment. I mean, we've been talking about these things for years on end. Are we finally at the end game? Are they ready to light this match? I would love your thoughts. That's all I got, guys. I love you guys so much. I hope everybody has a good 2024. Remain vigilant. Tell the people that you love them. Man, we're headed into some dark times. I'm gonna get this up and get out so I can get back in bed. I'm just drowsy. I love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of the weekend. Have a good week. I will see you on the next one.